Hello and welcome back to River Styx Media. It's that time of the month again. It's time for the monthly book review, and for the month of May, we are reviewing Nevernight by Jay Kristoff. So I heard about this book. I heard it was really good. I'm actually torn about this series. So the story was really good. And I do legit want to know how the story plays out in the second and third book. So it is a trilogy called the Nevernight. I believe it's the Nevernight trilogy. I want to know what happens in the second book and in the third book. However, that is what is conflicting. I want to know what happens next. I want to know, how the story plays out over the course of the entire trilogy. But here's my problem. Jay Kristoff likes to use footnotes for world building. Now, if they're small footnotes, I haven't got a problem with that. However, some of the footnotes, not sure if you can see this, but that's a footnote right there. That's almost half a page for a fucking footnote. I'm not reading all of that for the footnote. I tried. My issue with footnotes when an author uses them is if they're long, they break the immersion for me. They break me out of the story, and it takes me a couple pages to get back into the story. If a footnote's like this, I haven't got a problem with that. If it's small like that, I haven't got a problem with that. If it's something small. Actually, I just saw another example. That's a footnote that starts here and ends over on this page. That, big no-no for me. The other problem with his writing is he did it at least twice, if not 3 or 4 times throughout the book. He does a writing style called scene mirroring. And what he'll do is he'll do one scene, and then he will do another scene that mirrors the same scene that you just read. But he uses the same words, just it's a different situation. My issue with that is to me, the reader, feels like I'm reading the same thing twice. Why? I understand it's creative, I understand, but there's a reason a lot of authors don't use that technique, is it makes the reader feel like they're reading the same thing over and over and over. So, apparently that is one of the things he does in his writing style in any of his series. So that's why I want to know what happens next, but I'm not going out and running immediately to go out and buy the second and the third book. I need some time between reading his stuff before I continue reading his stuff. Another problem. The main character is 16. There, to me, and this is more of a personal issue with me, he has love scenes. He has love scenes that are graphic enough to be basically smut. I cannot wrap my head around why you would have such a young aged character portrayed in those scenes. That is a personal thing. I can detach myself when I'm reading them and sort of just like speed read through them. It just makes me as the reader feel very uncomfortable. Thankfully, there's only, I think in this book, three that are very graphic. I know in the second book there's a very graphic scene. Unfortunately, I did something I rarely do, and I looked at the reviews for the other books in the series to see if the writing style was similar or improved. Turns out, same fucking issues. So, that's why I'm not running out and grabbing the second and third books immediately, even though I want to know what happens. Those are my issues with it. I know not everybody's going to read it the same way, not everybody's going to have the same issues. It was different. I enjoyed the story. The story actually felt like I had read something similar to it before, and it wasn't until about 3/4 of the way through the book that I realized I have read something similar to this. The Red Sister, Grey Sister, Holy Sister trilogy by Mark Lawrence is very similar. Not exactly the same, but similar. Involves a church, involves girls being, a girl being trained to be an assassin or a warrior. This is very similar. So that was it, and like I said, similar enough but different. So be that as it may. I enjoyed the magic system. I enjoyed that it's not really conventional. There really isn't a magic system. It's more there's characters in the world that are called Darken, that they can manipulate shadows, and they have a little shadow, sort of like a familiar. That was really cool. I've never seen that be used in a story, so that was really cool. Other than that, there really wasn't much of a magic system, which was kind of good, because I've been reading a lot that have different magic systems, and it is hard to differentiate between them after a while. But yeah, like I really enjoyed the story, and I want to know what it is, but because of those couple issues, I'm not going out and immediately buying the rest of the trilogy. I need some time to read some other stuff that doesn't have footnotes and doesn't have that certain writing style. So yeah, like, if you want something different, just be aware that there is very long footnotes that are world building, which to me, I hate when authors do that. I didn't know that when I picked this up. I just heard that it was a good story. And yeah, so if you like long footnotes, you'll probably have the same misgivings like I did. And the love scenes are very smutty. Honestly, they're more smutty than even ACOTAR, which I thought was pretty smutty at the time. But these are worse when it comes to smut. So yeah, that's my, yeah. So that's my review of this, and as always, if there's any books that you want me to pick up and review, be sure to leave a comment down below. Have you read this series? What did you think of it? Again, that's my opinion about this. And yeah, if you liked it, great. If you didn't, that's fine too. But if there's any books that you want me to review in the future, leave a comment down below. If I have it in my TBR, I will set aside. If I don't have it, I will look into getting it. And we'll see you in the next month.